Hi there, fellow Toastmasters. This is just a quick tutorial on how to broadcast personalized emails. So, what are you trying to achieve here? We are trying to broadcast emails to hundreds of recipients with one draft, but each individual recipient will receive a personal email. This is essentially a mail merge process that you might have encountered before, but then this is done in Google environment. There are 4 steps involved in this process, and each of them will go in more details. The first step is to write a draft email with placeholders. The second step is to create a Google Sheet and fill them up. Third is to install an application called Yet Another Mail Merge. Yes, it's a funny name, but that's the name of the application and I found it very useful. And the fourth step is to go ahead and start the mail merge that will send hundreds of personalized emails to different recipients. So let's look at them each step by step. The step 1, writing a draft email with placeholders. So this is the kind of emails that you write, and everything is very similar, very regular with the kind of emails that you write, excepting one difference. This has embedded placeholders in the email. So you see the first name, officer, club name, area director, first name. These are the placeholders that will be filled up differently for different participants to make this draft email a personal email for that particular recipient. And the format is very specific. The way you've said is the field name beginning with dollar and person sign, and that ends with the person sign. Now once you have made this draft, written this draft email, you have to remember a few points. 1, you have to fill up the CC, BCC or subject fields in the email as required. Keep the to field empty because that will be filled up by the mail merge process that it will go through and fill for each of the individual recipient as it goes. And finally, place this draft email in the draft folder of your Google Mail account. The email that you have drafted and kept in your draft folder will somewhat look like this. No to field or the to field is empty. You can put something in CC or BCC and you'll have a subject line that you would like. Step number 2 is where you put in all the recipients. It's a Google Sheet that you'll open and you'll have different columns. You'll create a Google Sheet and you'll put in different columns that will correspond to the placeholders that you have put in your draft. Placeholder fields that you put in your draft. There will be one additional field called email address that you see the column number E out here. And you fill the sheet with the different recipient details. We have one out here which is the first name is Sudeep. He is the officer in this sheet, but you will in practice have hundreds and hundreds of rows for the email to be sent, and this sheet will be filled with hundreds of rows that you would like your personal email to be sent out. Step number 3, you install this application. It's called Yet Another Mail Merge, and the way you install it is from the Google Sheet. You go to the add-on, get add-on, and follow the instruction and install the Mail Merge app. And once you get that, and you click, and it'll take you through how to install it. If you have received an email from me with a link, you can click that link and it will get installed. Step number 4 is, after you have installed your Yet Another Mail Merge app, you have put your email into the draft folder, you are ready to send out mails or personalized mails to hundreds of recipients. So what you do is start the Mail Merge app. The way you do it is from the Google Sheet, again you go into the add-on, Yet Another Mail Merge, and start Mail Merge, as you see here in this example on the photograph. And then when you start, you will get a dialog box. You can just send it out, and all the hundreds of emails will go with individual fields or placeholders filled up by exact values corresponding to that particular recipient in the Google Sheet. Now you have to remember one thing, that you have to test this email so that you see and check that format of the mail, because you don't want to send out an incorrect mail, then it defeats the purpose. The way to test it is, when the dialog box comes up, you send me a test mail, as you see here, and this will just send an email to you, so you can check the format. Once you're happy with it, you can go ahead and do that for send emails. You click the send emails buttons, and all the recipients in your Google Sheet will receive a personal email. So finally, when you do that, the mail that is sent out, as you can see in this example, has been personalized, and each of these placeholders have been replaced by specific values taken from the Google Sheet, and to the reader it will look like an email that has been just sent out to him or her, a very personal email. So thank you for listening to me, and I hope this helps you in your process.